Hi everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw Bright Bomber. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So I'm going to sketch this out, but if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video, look in the description and you'll see a timestamp that you can click on to get to the Sharpie portion of the video. So for now, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and then I'll switch over. So, how's it going? Alright, that sounds fantastic. Okay, so I just got to sketch out real fast where I want her and what we're going to be doing, and then we can move on to Sharpie. What's funny is I just sharpened my pencil, but it seems to be coming out very sloppy, like very sketchy, you know? And I don't know why. It's kind of funny. So once you guys know how to sketch yourself, you'll be able to do this. You'll be able to take any picture and redraw it how you want it drawn. Because once you learn anatomy, it's not too hard to say, okay, here is my character, these are her details, and this is what I have to do to get her in that position. So you guys need to be figuring this out, or not figuring it out, but start taking anatomy lessons and learning how to do this, and you'll be able to draw anything you want in any pose you want. It'll be really fun. So I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching with me, or drawing with me. But once you learn to do it yourself, it's a whole new world. It's gonna open up a whole new avenue of all the things you can do because of your skills. All right. Okay, so I think I'm good with her pose. Well, sorry, not her pose, her face. So I can move over to her body. And let's see, what am I going to do with her? Where are we going to place her? Let's see, I kind of drew an exaggerated bend to her body, but I kind of like that. So I think I'm going to play with that and go with having her all kind of like tilted over, like exaggerated tilted over. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. Because I have her little hip out, like a little boom, she's kicking that hip out, and I like that. You know, it's kind of fun. It's playful. That's the word I'm trying to find. It's playful. So there's her knee. There's her boot. Let me just draw that real fast. Okay, there we go. I like it. Like I said, playful, fun. So I'm going to, let's see how I can do this, because I need to do the other one. Sorry if I slur when I'm talking, but I got a little fun, excited about where we're going with this. But I need to also make it anatomically the right way, you know? Like a little like that. There we go. And that's what sketching is just drawing over and over again until you find the right pose, until you find where you want to take this and go there, you know? All right. I like that. There we go. A little fun, a little cuckoo, a little not afraid not afraid to have some fun, you know? And I'm not going to draw her the detail in her shirt, or, hear me out, or this rip in the shirt. You know how she's got a shirt over this little bodysuit thing she's got? I want to do that with color. And if I do that drawing, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to stand out. So I'm just going to, let's see, draw her belt. I'm just going to do the basics, and then coloring will take care of the rest. Okay? And it'll look much better if I do it that way. Okay, I'm happy with the body. Let's move on to hands. What are we going to do with our hands? How about... Ooh, that's too wide. Or too long. Okay, so how about we just stick her hand out? Something like that. Like she's having a little fun, a little I keep trying to come up with a sound or a different word than playful, but playful is a word I end up coming back to. It's like, no, that's what you're trying to come up with. Playful. Something playful. Playful is a good descriptive word. I don't know why. I'm trying to find something better. Okay. The hand's a little big, but that's okay. You know what? That's what we're doing. That's where she is right now. Okay, so the other one I think I'm just going to have down kind of like that. And I guess they're just kind of out, you know, kind of check me out, you know. Playful. Playful is the word I've been looking for. Why can't I just settle on that? Yeah, let's just do that. Do the same thing with both hands, just kind of, you know, at different angles. And you can see how big this one is compared to that. So I wonder if I can, let's see if I can fix that real fast. Make it a little bit smaller. That's why pencils have erasers. So because we can change our mind. All right. Perfect. Okay, not perfect. That's bragging. I'm not meaning to be bragging. I'm just saying that's a better size proportionally. Okay, so let's go with that. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to be using my Sharpies now, Sharpie Fine Point, Sharpie Pen. You're welcome to use a pencil if you'd like, but I'm going to start using this so it can stand out and I can ink it in and color it up later. So first I'm going to be using a Sharpie pen just because it's a lot thinner and I can control the line widths much easier than that Sharpie pen. So usually I start with the eyes, but I have stuff above that, so I got to start with those first. So I'm going to start with the glasses. Just drawing the lenses like that. And try to match it on the other side here. Okay, I think that's going to hold. I'm just going to kind of do the little nose part, the little bridge. Do that part like that. And then I'll do the stick. What do you call it? The side of the glasses. Okay, so now I can draw her hair, and that's really what I was going for. I wanted to draw the hair first. Then I could draw the eyes because it's going over the hair, or over the eyes, sorry. So I just kind of wanted to do something like this just to give us start-stop points. Okay? Okay, and so same thing, there's another piece. It's kind of over it like that. And if you don't do it exactly like this, it's okay. You know, I'm just doing it because that's my sketch. Okay, so now that I have that, I can actually draw the eyes. And so what I want to do with the eyes, see how this one's kind of covered up? So I'm going to draw the top of the eyelid first. That one would be right there. And then I can draw the pupil. And I'm going to try to put in a little bit of the iris. What's the black part? What's the difference? What am I saying I'm wrong? Like that, just a little bit. And this one's covered up, so I'm not going to do much. but I'm not going to draw the underside of the eye just because this is so tiny it would get lost. It would start to bleed. So what I usually try to do is try to add a little bit of makeup to try to thicken it up and try to make it look like an eye. Here I can't really do much because it's covered up by that piece of hair. But okay, I'm going to stop right there because I'm going too far. So now I'm going to go ahead and draw the bridge of the nose just a little bit like this, and I can draw the eyebrow now that I have a place, or now that I have, like I said, start-stop points that are defining it. Okay. Alright, and so I'm kind of guessing what's going on behind there, but my sketch tells me, so that's why I'm adding just a little bit here. So I'm going to kind of do this for her nose. There's not much I can do because it's so tiny I can't put that many details in, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and draw her mouth. I always do the middle and then the top and then bottom lip. Something like that. It's a little too thick right there, but that's okay. You know what? We're gonna live with what we did. Okay, and I'm gonna draw her. Oh, come on, Sharpie. Draw her chin. Okay, so then I can bring the rest of her line. Oops, got too thick there. Up like this for the edge of her chin, and it's gonna disappear into her hair right here. But I'm still gonna draw it. If the Sharpie will let me. Come on, Sharpies. Work with me. Sharpie Company, we need to have a serious talk. Okay, so let me thicken this back up again now that I'm trying to get a little bit of ink flow, and now I can draw the other side. So let's draw the other cheek over here, or the jawline, I guess, the other jawline. I'm going to go up. If it'll give me some ink. Thank you, Sharpie. And I'm thickening it up just a little bit, not too much. Okay, and so her ears over here too, but it's side of her head, so can't see much. Okay, so I think that's good for her face. I don't want to do anything else crazy or it's going to all disappear. So now I'm just going to draw her hair, just kind of flowing with the style she's got, you know, and it's pushed back. And so now that I have some edges, I'm going to thicken them up just a little bit, the outer edges, because I'm about to switch over to the big Sharpie. And once I switch, you're going to see a huge difference in thickness. So I'm just trying to match what's about to happen. I've done this enough that I know how thick that Sharpie is. So I'm trying to make it look all cohesive and happy together. Alright, so here's the last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to draw her neck like this, and that will put me into the next part. Okay, my favorite noise in the world. Alright, so now let's go ahead and start with the big Sharpie. So I'm just going to draw her details, okay? So I'm going to bring this up in here, and I'm going to go ahead and go down to her shoulder like this, and let's just go all the way down because it's just anatomy at this point, you know. Oh, you know what, I almost forgot, she's got a little armband. I want to put that in, and I can't forget, like everybody else, the little wrist thing. I always call it a wrist communicator, but I'm just making that up. There's no reason why I'm calling it a wrist communicator except that I want it to be a wrist communicator. That's it. So yeah, basically it's that little, you know, comm link thing. See, even a comm link, That means communication link. So I just got this fascination in my head with calling it that. So yeah, that's what we're drawing. Okay, and I'm just adding a few little creases and folds just to, make it my own, make it stand out. Okay, so we're going to draw our hand, just kind of bent over, like this. And I'm just drawing the basics so you can see the shape of it. So now I'm just going to draw her thumb, like this, and her finger. There's the knuckle to the finger. Going to connect it like that. This other one's back behind it like this, up like that. These are just kind of bent and hanging down, and there we go, her hand's done. Easy. So now let's go back up to her body. So we're going to draw her breast to the side of her right here. So I'm going to come up like this for her chest and go in. There's going to be the side of her hip. Anything that's not connected, I connected right there, like that and that. And let's draw her backpack straps. And so now I'm going to, let's see, I guess I'll draw her belt just to give us some start-stop points to get back up there. Okay, like that. And so I'm going to draw her side up like this to her arm. And so now I can bring her arm in like this, down to the elbow. And let's just finish it out. Let's go all the way up to the wrist like that. And that's where she's got her glove on. So we're going to draw the edge of it there. And that'll give us, again, start-stop points. So I'm going to draw her shoulder to her bicep, to the pit of her arm, to her forearm, to the wrist communicator, right? And again, there's not much I can really do here because it's just material. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the backpack strap, and then with the Sharpie Sharp, I'm going to draw a few little details like her chest, like that, and a couple of folds, because it's material, just to bring it alive, All right. Okay, so let's draw her shirt real fast, just the edge like this. And I usually draw it with the big fat Sharpie, but I think I'm going to do it with this one this time. Just kind of follow it super thin like that, just because it stands out. See how it's thick versus thin? I love doing stuff like that because it looks more comic book, more stylized, Okay, so again, we're going to draw the same kind of hand over here, just kind of bent over. So there's that part, and then there's that part. And that's what I like drawing, is that, figuring out where those lines are, and then I can build off of that, because then it looks like a hand. Okay, so I'm going to draw the thumb, bring it in like this. Let's see, I'm going to draw the finger, like that. And now it's kind of bent back like that, so I know it looks kind of weird, but remember, I've got it kind of exaggerated, okay? So now I can draw the middle finger like that, and these other fingers I just have kind of hanging down like that, and they're going to go into the other side of the hand. So there you go, we're done with that hand. There are gloves, so let's draw a couple of glove lines. I guess we'll do it over here too. I sound like I'm begrudgingly doing it, like I guess I'll do it, when really it's just my embarrassment of forgetting. That's what that voice was, like, okay, fine, I forgot, but that's okay. I can live with my mistakes. We can all live with our mistakes. Don't ever be embarrassed of something you did, unless it's something super embarrassing. But it's no big deal. We're all humans, we all make mistakes, and we all get past them. All right, so she's got like this cool little belt that I kind of want to, let me see. I'll do this line here, and then I'm going to do the leg, and let me do this for the detail. I kind of want to do it with color, but it's like this cool little strap, that I don't want to, not do, but I don't want to use the big fat Sharpie and make it look like an edge. The edges are what I want to stand out, I'll do it over here too before I forget, even though I know it's just kind of floating, but I just wanted to do it like that, so I don't forget about putting it over there, because sometimes I'm notorious for doing parts and not doing parts. Okay, so now that that's there, let's just finish up the anatomy. So let's go ahead and start over here, since we're working with this edge. Okay, and so now I'm drawing in the pants. Here, I'm going to do it like I normally do it. I'm going to draw it all the way down to the knee. And I'm going to go ahead and draw the other edge of the pants. And I'm just drawing like places where folds are going to be. Alright, and so let's go ahead and do that since we're here. Okay, so I did it like that so I could do like I did up there with the thin versus thin technique. See how it kind of stands out? It looks a little different. Alright. Okay, so see, I just wanted to do some folds like that just to show that, you know, it's a bent material. It's cloth, you know? Okay. Let's continue. So, I'm just going to draw her boots. Down like that. The top of it to the toe. The back to the ankle. And do the inside to the foot like that. I know that looks really thin. That's a lot thinner than I expected to draw. But we can make it look thicker with a little bit of a heel. Like this. And draw the little stair step thing there. So still a little thick. I would have done it like this, like that. So if you're drawing this, draw that line, not that line. I'm going to live with my mistakes. No big deal. I'm not going to cry about it. Okay, and so I can draw the top of her shoe like that. And I don't usually draw the laces. I do that with color. So I'm just going to kind of do something like this. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so let's keep going. So I'm just going to draw the rest of the anatomy. So she has a knee pad like this. And since it's pointed straight at you, basically that's what I'm going to do. Like this. And you can just see the front of it. Okay. So now I'm going to draw the material kind of bunged out because it's a tight strap back behind that, so you can't see much else. So I'm just going to draw her leg up like this, and then that's her butt back behind that leg. So now I'm going to draw from her crotch the inside of her leg like that. And so I am going to draw a little bit of the creases in her legs from where she has material being bent like that. Okay, and I don't want to draw too much in there because there's a lot of cool coloring in there that I don't want to go crazy with. So I'll just do a couple of little bends like that. All right, so let's just finish up this other boot real quick. And so there's the strap going across like that. And so now I can draw this shin protector that she's got. And I wanted to draw those straps first because they go over it, and it I wanted to make sure it looks like it's over, you know. And so it does have another level to it, so I'm just going to go ahead and draw and make it look 3D like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to draw her pants, her boots, and we'll be done. So more bunged out pants into her boots like this, and her boots coming in, and I have her foot kind of pointed out, so it's kind of going out like this. There's her heel to the front of her shoe, and then I'll draw the tread like that. Again, her shoe's kind of pointed, so you're looking at more the top of it than anything else. So I'll do the little lace thing like I did over there, and then there's the front of the toe like that. That goes to the back like that. I connect that line because I don't like the floating. A couple more little folds just because I can, and because her material's all bent up. Okay, so I say we take care of the rest with color, so that is Bright Bomber. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.